Welcome to our Genuine Wisdom channel. In today's video, we are facing a significant challenge. 9 signs you should end all relationships, including those with close friends and family members. This may be a major turning point, but it is a necessary step to open up space for personal growth and true happiness. Have you ever felt stuck in a relationship just because it's familiar? Or realize that some loved ones do not support your goals and dreams? Join us as we delve into each sign and understand why sometimes parting ways is necessary for you to move forward. We will not only point out the warning signs, but also provide you with tools and strategies to free yourself gently and effectively. This isn't just about breaking up. It's a journey towards personal freedom and flourishing in life. Watch this video to the end, as every minute, every second may hold a crucial key to unlocking new doors for your future. Don't forget to hit like, subscribe to our channel, and ring the bell to get notifications about our latest videos, which will help you continue your journey of self-improvement and live a meaningful life. And if you think someone in your life also needs to hear this, please share this video with them. Together, we will learn how to free ourselves and find true peace and happiness. And now, let's get started. Number 1, recognize relationships that stifle growth. Identifying relationships that hinder personal growth is an essential step in the journey towards seeking and maintaining happiness. Seneca, one of the great Stoic philosophers, emphasized that personal growth and self-improvement are the foundation of a meaningful life. He supported the idea of continuous learning, self-development, and aspiring to higher goals. The truth is, not all relationships have a positive impact on us. Some can become burdens, slowing our progress instead of fostering our growth. When you find yourself stuck in a relationship that does not encourage or even obstructs your development, it's crucial to have the courage to face it and reassess the situation. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor and Stoic philosopher, taught that we have control over our minds and should not allow external influences to disturb our lives. This is particularly important when dealing with relationships filled with jealousy and conflict. If you notice that conflicts and lack of support are main characteristics of your relationship, it might be time to consider making some changes. To build a healthy relationship, it is necessary to avoid basing it on negative emotions like jealousy or anger. Instead, we can learn to respond to these emotions wisely, not allowing them to shape our relationship. It's important to ask why we feel this way and find a way to react that aligns with the person we aspire to be. Take time to reflect on your relationships. Ask yourself tough but necessary questions. Are these relationships helping you connect with the best version of yourself, or are they merely barriers preventing your progress? Remember, the desire to grow is not selfish. It is the essence of life. Sometimes, to grow, we need to let go of what no longer serves our progress, not with negative emotions, but with gratitude for the lessons learned. In the journey of personal development, recognizing relationships that impede our progress is incredibly important. Sometimes, even the most loved ones can become barriers on your path to growth. Imagine you are a person who loves music, passionate about composing and performing. You dream of living and breathing in the music world, where you can freely create and perform your compositions. However, your family does not support this passion. Instead, they constantly push you towards a career they consider more stable and financially rewarding, such as becoming a doctor or engineer. Every time you want to spend time learning and developing your musical skills, you face opposition and criticism from your family. They think your passion is futile, economically valueless, and insecure. Gradually, the pressure from your family causes you to lose confidence in yourself. You feel restrained, unable to freely develop and pursue what you truly love. Marcus Aurelius, an emperor and a Stoic philosopher, taught that we have the right to control our minds and lives, not letting external influences dictate. In this situation, recognizing and accepting that your family relationship is hindering your development is necessary. While you love your family, if the relationship is not encouraging but obstructing, it is a sign that changes are needed. To grow, you might seek support from like-minded and passionate individuals. These people will be willing to cheer support and help you develop yourself freely and confidently. Seneca, a Stoic philosopher, emphasized that personal growth and self-improvement are the foundation of a meaningful life. He encouraged continuous learning, self-development, and aspiring to higher goals. In summary, recognizing and accepting that a relationship is no longer healthy and is hindering personal growth is an important step for you to advance further on your path. Sometimes, to grow, we need to let go of what no longer serves our progress, not with negative emotions, but with gratitude for the lessons learned. Have the courage to face and make the necessary changes so you can live a full and worthwhile life, true to the Stoic philosophy. Number 2, dealing with negative emotions with classical wisdom. In this challenging life, especially within relationships, we inevitably face negative emotions. Instead of allowing these emotions to control your life, take inspiration from Marcus Aurelius, an emperor and Stoic philosopher. He reminds us that we all have the power to control our minds, reactions, and ultimately our surroundings. This means we can choose how to respond to negative events and not let them control our lives. Marcus Aurelius advises that only in a positive, genuine, and supportive environment can we truly grow and find peace. Such an environment helps to lessen negative emotions and fosters a tranquil mind. Therefore, nurture relationships based on mutual respect and understanding. Healthy relationships are the solid foundation for personal growth and are the only kind that can withstand time and challenges. However, not all relationships are healthy. If you feel more like a puppet than a partner, this is a red flag. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, said, "No one is free who is not master of himself." What does this mean in a relationship? If you find that your decisions and even your thoughts are controlled by someone else, it's time to recognize that you are being manipulated and controlled. Manipulation and control can manifest in various forms, from subtle suggestions to demands that you change yourself. These are not signs of a healthy relationship. A relationship worthy of your time and emotions should be built on mutual respect and freedom. A relationship where you have to lose yourself to maintain it is not a true relationship. When you realize you are in a relationship that limits your freedom, ask yourself why you continue to stay. Sometimes, ending a relationship with someone who manipulates or controls you is not harsh or unloving, but an act of self-respect, autonomy, and a desire to live an authentic life with yourself. This action requires courage and determination, but it is a necessary step to achieve freedom and inner peace. Following Epictetus's advice to regain your freedom is not only a difficult choice, but also an act of self-respect. When you bravely stand up and say no to negative relationships, you affirm your worth and encourage yourself towards a better life. Remember, only when you master yourself are you truly free and able to find happiness in life. The hardest part about mastering oneself is not controlling others, but controlling oneself. Epictetus. This quote from Epictetus underscores the importance of self-control and autonomy in life, in the context of dealing with negative emotions in relationships. This statement has profound meaning. Epictetus emphasizes not just controlling our emotions and reactions, but also mastering our thoughts and actions. In the context of the 11 signs, you should end all relationships, including those with family and friends. Self-control is crucial. When you realize that a relationship restricts your freedom and does not bring happiness, controlling yourself is the most important step to ensure you are not manipulated or controlled by others. Epictetus stresses that autonomy is not only about controlling emotions and actions, but also about deciding on your life. Ending a relationship can be a difficult decision, but it is an expression of autonomy and self-respect. When you bravely stand up and say no to negative relationships, you affirm your worth and encourage yourself towards a better life. Remember, only when you master yourself are you truly free and able to find happiness in life. Number 3. The dangers of manipulation and control. Under the light of Stoicism, a philosophy that directs us towards self-control and inner peace, it's important to take time to reflect on our current relationships. Stoicism teaches us that to live a harmonious and meaningful life, we must eliminate any elements that cause mental disturbance and distract from our higher goals. Every relationship has the potential to impact our personal growth and inner peace. Thus, carefully examining the relationships in our life is crucial. Ask yourself, is this relationship enhancing your self-worth? Or is it merely draining your energy, making you increasingly negative? If you constantly feel exhausted and lose focus on your life goals, it may be time to question whether this relationship is worth your effort and time. Stoics always emphasize the courage needed to make difficult but necessary decisions to protect one's inner peace. This doesn't mean you need to cut off every challenging relationship, but you should be aware of when a relationship no longer benefits your growth. Healthy relationships are the solid foundation for mutual support, love, and growth, not sources of continuous pain and conflict. A good relationship helps us grow, sharing common values and companionship. In contrast, a negative relationship makes us feel pressured, tired, and directionless. To move towards a solution, communication is key. It might be time for an honest and open discussion about your feelings. Take the initiative to express your thoughts and emotions. Don't hesitate to share what you feel and what you expect from the relationship. If there is no positive change from the other party, you have every right to prioritize your health and peace. Sometimes, deciding to leave an unhealthy relationship is the best thing you can do for yourself. Ultimately, as the Stoics say, we have a responsibility to ourselves to nurture healthy relationships and let go of those that aren't. Commit to seeking and fostering relationships that truly bring joy, growth, and peace to your life. Because each of us deserves to live in an enriching environment, not one that complicates it. Maintaining positive relationships not only helps you achieve inner peace, but also lays the groundwork for overall life development. Remember, according to Stoicism, self-control and inner peace are core values. We should not let any relationship distract us from these high goals. Inner peace and personal growth are crucial for living a meaningful and harmonious life. Caring for and protecting these aspects is everyone's responsibility, and maintaining healthy relationships is an indispensable part of this journey. In Stoicism, recognizing and ending toxic relationships is an important step to protect inner peace and personal growth. Recognizing clear signs that a relationship is problematic is the first step to making the right decision. The lesson: the dangers of manipulation and control. teaches us how to identify and escape unhealthy relationships, bringing profound and lasting benefits to our lives. Emancipation. When you accept that a relationship is no longer healthy and positive, ending it can free you from pressure and stress. You will no longer face unnecessary conflicts, hurtful words, and actions. Instead, you can spend your time and energy on other relationships that bring joy and happiness. This liberation is like removing invisible shackles, allowing you to breathe freely and enjoy life more fully. Autonomy and freedom. By ending a toxic relationship, you demonstrate self-control and freedom in your life. You are no longer bound by people who negatively influence your thoughts and emotions. This freedom allows you to control your life, make wise decisions, and live true to your values. You will experience true freedom, not imposed or controlled by anyone. Personal growth. Ending a toxic relationship is an opportunity to focus on personal development. You can seek new relationships that support and encourage your goals and dreams. You will have the time and space to develop yourself, learn new things, and pursue interests and passions that may have been hindered before. This personal growth helps you mature and gain confidence, better preparing you for life's challenges. Creating space for healthy relationships. By removing toxic relationships, you create space for new, positive relationships that bring joy to your life. You can focus and invest in people who are deserving and trustworthy. These relationships will be a solid foundation, supporting you in tough times and sharing life's joys. You will feel the warmth and peace from those who truly care and love you. Self-respect. Ending a toxic relationship is an expression of self-respect and care. By doing so, you affirm your worth and refuse to accept unhealthy relationships. You deserve to be treated well, respected, and loved. Respecting yourself is an essential step to building a happy and meaningful life, where you can be confident and at peace. These benefits are just a part of what you can achieve by applying the lesson from the dangers of manipulation and control in ending relationships. Be brave and make decisions for your life, so you can pursue self-control, peace, and true happiness. If you have experienced ending a toxic relationship and want to share your feelings or advice, please leave a comment below. We can learn and support each other in each person's journey. Number 4. Identify harmful relationship dynamics. Asserting that every individual deserves to be treated with respect is not selfishness or excessive demanding. It is an expression of deep self-respect. In Stoic philosophy, this self-respect is not just a personal quality, but also a duty towards oneself and those around us. It manifests through living by clear principles and ensuring that our relationships reflect the respect and virtue we strive to demonstrate in life. If you find yourself in a relationship lacking mutual respect, take time to reflect on its meaning and impact on your mental and physical health. Consider how you might address this issue while maintaining your dignity and self-worth. We all deserve to be in relationships where we are treated with the respect and care we are willing to give to others. Let us nurture connections based on mutual respect, where each individual is valued and appreciated for their true self. Such relationships not only exist, but thrive, reflecting the best of living a life aligned with Stoic wisdom and virtue. Stoicism emphasizes acceptance. Accept the reality of life, relationships, and the world around us, not as we wish them to be, but as they truly are. With a practical and realistic approach to life, Stoic teachings reveal that there is great power and freedom in seeing things clearly, without the rose-tinted illusions that often lead us astray. Face the truth about your relationships honestly and ask yourself whether they are based on reality or merely fanciful dreams. Accepting the truth may be painful, but it lays a solid foundation for building truly meaningful and lasting relationships. Embracing reality instead of illusion can transform your life, opening up space for genuine relationships where you can love and be loved for who you truly are. Remember, Stoicism is not about pessimism or resigning oneself to unhappiness, but about seeking peace and fulfillment by aligning with the truth of everything. By accepting reality, we can navigate our lives and relationships with wisdom, clarity, and stability. Challenge yourself to view your relationships through the lens of stoic acceptance, embracing the truth no matter how difficult, and thereby opening yourself to meaningful, enriching connections that truly enhance our lives. Consider a specific example of identifying motives in a harmful relationship. You have a longtime friend named Alex. Although you have shared many good memories, you've gradually realized that Alex usually contacts you only when needing help, whether financial or personal. Conversely, whenever you need support, Alex tends to avoid helping or is too busy. This makes you feel valued not for your friendship, but only for the benefits you provide. The Stoic perspective offers deep insight into this relationship. Stoic philosophers advise that we should develop independence and not let our personal happiness depend on others. If a relationship is based on mutual exploitation without a balanced give and take, it's a clear sign of an unhealthy relationship. In your case with Alex, a Stoic approach would be to realistically and objectively view this relationship. Remember, emotional and mental independence is essential for personal growth. If continuing the relationship no longer brings real value to your life, it might be time to set boundaries or even end the relationship to protect yourself and maintain inner peace. It's important to understand that ending a relationship is not a failure or negative act, but part of the process of self-care and self-respect. This not only helps you escape toxic relationships, but also paves the way for newer, healthier interactions in the future. Keep in mind the following points to ensure you are living true to the spirit of Stoicism. Firstly, acknowledge that not every relationship can be sustained in a healthy and beneficial manner. Some relationships, whether with family or friends, may bring more stress and negativity than joy and support. In such cases, Stoics advise us to question the motives of these relationships. Are those around you genuinely respecting and valuing you? Or are they exploiting or hurting you, whether unintentionally or deliberately? Stoicism teaches us about the importance of inner peace and self-respect. Therefore, if a relationship disrupts that peace, bravely face the truth. Examine the signs that you are being restricted, disrespected, or harmed. Do not hesitate to identify and end unhealthy relationships, no matter how close or long-standing they may be. This courage not only protects you from unnecessary harm, but also opens the door to more positive relationships. Also, remember that ending a relationship does not mean you give up on love or compassion. Rather, it shows respect for yourself and others by not allowing negative dynamics to continue harming both parties. Liberating yourself from harmful relationships allows you to focus on nurturing relationships based on respect and sincerity, aligning with Stoic principles. Finally, always keep an open heart, but also be prudent and rational. Stoicism is not about cutting off all ties, but about maintaining truly valuable relationships, where both parties are respected and supported. In this way, you will find true peace and happiness in your life, just as the Stoics always aim for. Number 5. The foundation of mutual respect. The theme, the foundation of mutual respect, highlights a core aspect of Stoicism: integrity and uncompromising adherence to one's core values. Stoic philosophers such as Marcus Aurelius, Epictetus, and Seneca consistently emphasize the importance of being true to oneself. They believe that a relationship requiring you to sacrifice your deepest values is not a relationship worth maintaining. Imagine being in a relationship where each step requires you to forsake a part of your soul. Initially, compromises may seem minor, but over time, they accumulate and gradually erode your true nature. This is not just compromise, but a betrayal of oneself. Stoicism teaches that integrity and virtue are not just lofty ideals, but practical principles for life. When you find yourself having to sacrifice core values to maintain a relationship, it is time to pause and reflect deeply. Ask yourself, does this relationship truly serve your best interests? Does it allow you to grow, or does it hinder your development? Practicing self-reflection and rational analysis are invaluable tools in objectively assessing your relationships. Moreover, leaving a relationship that does not reflect your core values is not a sign of failure, but an expression of courage and self-respect. It is a decision affirming that you deserve respect and should only accept relationships that genuinely enhance your value. In terms of relationship balance, reciprocity is essential. When a relationship is one-sided, with one party constantly giving without receiving, it lacks balance and can lead to feelings of exhaustion and being underappreciated. A healthy relationship is where both parties support each other, creating harmony between giving and taking. This is the foundation for building a sustainable relationship that enriches both individuals' lives. Even with family or friends, let's consider a specific example from a Stoic perspective. Imagine you have a childhood friend. This relationship was once a source of inspiration and support in your life. However, over time, you realize that this friend continually demands you change or forsake your core values. For instance, you value honesty and integrity, but this friend frequently asks you to hide the truth or engage in actions you deem unethical. Initially, you might accept minor compromises for the sake of friendship. However, as time goes on, these demands become more frequent and complex, eroding your self-respect and sense of self. You start feeling discontent and internal conflict, questioning whether this relationship truly serves your best interests. From a Stoic perspective, this is the moment to pause and reflect. Ask yourself, is this relationship preventing you from living an honest life aligned with your values? Marcus Aurelius said, "Hold on to what makes your value and never compromise." When you realize that this relationship requires you to betray your deepest values, it is a clear sign to consider ending it. Leaving a close childhood friend can be a painful and difficult decision, but the courage to do so is an expression of self-respect and self-worth. You are affirming that you deserve relationships that respect and uplift your value, not ones that undermine and erode it. This is not a failure, but a courageous act to protect and honor your true self. In family contexts, the same applies. If a family member consistently asks you to abandon the principles and values you live by, it's time to set boundaries and protect yourself. Stoicism is not just about living harmoniously with others, but also about living truthfully and harmoniously with oneself. Your self-respect and personal values should always come first, even if it means ending an important relationship. Remember, the relationships that truly enrich your life are those that respect and uplift your values. When you uphold these values, You are not only living true to the spirit of Stoicism, but also creating a meaningful and fulfilling life. Finally, challenge yourself to live with integrity and virtue. By doing so, you not only embody the spirit of Stoicism, but also forge a life of deep meaning and satisfaction. Number 6. Reality and illusion in relationships. Stoicism teaches us that life is not just about accepting the truth, but also about the journey of discovering true value in human relationships. Encouraging and contributing to the development of others does not necessarily lead to ending relationships. Instead, it presents a precious opportunity for both parties to progress and learn from each other. In a healthy relationship, things are not static, but continuously change and evolve. Stoicism emphasizes that effort, compromise, and readiness to adapt are essential elements. The solid foundation of any relationship is reciprocity, a two-way interaction where each individual feels valued, heard, and supported. This support not only helps to build trust, but also deepens the bond, creating an environment that nurtures the growth of both parties. It's important to remember that seeking balance in relationships is not a selfish act. It's necessary to ensure that you are not just giving but also receiving the support, love, and respect you deserve. Stoicism reminds us of the importance of nurturing relationships, where reciprocity is not just normal but expected. This allows us to respect each other and build a strong support community, where each individual can thrive robustly. However, when facing any form of abuse, whether physical, emotional, verbal, or psychological, we must acknowledge this as an undeniable sign that it is time to leave that toxic relationship. Abuse is a destructive behavior that erodes trust and safety, essential elements that all relationships should be built upon. In such situations, Stoicism not only teaches us how to recognize and protect our value, but also urges us to act not out of vengeance or anger, but to respect ourselves and the value of our peace. Leaving an abusive relationship is undoubtedly one of the most challenging decisions one might have to make. It requires courage, strength, and often the support of others. Here, the Stoic philosophy of seeking wisdom from those who have faced similar challenges or from experts who can provide guidance and support becomes invaluable. Seeking help, whether from friends, family, or professional services, is not a sign of weakness, but of strength. It is an affirmation of self-worth and a commitment to living a life free from harm. Finally, Stoic philosophy not only supports leaving abusive situations, but also emphasizes the process of healing and reaffirming one's dignity and self-respect after such experiences. We need to understand that maintaining our dignity and self-respect is paramount, and Stoicism guides us to act to protect these values, starting with ourselves. From the Stoic perspective of Seneca, not everyone deserves a place in your life. Only those who truly add value and positivity deserve to be kept. Seneca's words highlight the importance of being selective and building relationships. This teaches us that not everyone deserves a place in your life. Relationships that do not bring positive value or aid your growth are unnecessary burdens. Instead, only keep those who bring value, support, and inspiration to your life. This will help you protect your own peace and happiness, facilitating personal growth and life balance. With Stoic thinker Marcus Aurelius, we cannot change others, but we can change how we respond to them. Marcus Aurelius reminds us that changing others is impossible. However, we can control and change how we react to them. In situations where a relationship becomes toxic, we have the choice of how to behave. This means we can leave negative relationships to protect our mental health and self-respect. Instead of trying to change others, focus on controlling and changing your reactions to maintain a peaceful and positive mindset. Ending a toxic relationship is not a failure, but a display of strength and self-respect. Stoicism emphasizes that personal peace and happiness are always top priorities. To achieve this, we need to learn to let go of what does not serve us. When you give up relationships that do not bring value, you open the door to welcoming new, positive, and truly valuable relationship into your life. This shows wisdom and insight in building a happy and meaningful life. These quotes from Stoic philosophers not only convey profound philosophy, but also provide practical guidance for us to apply in daily life. By being selective in our relationships and controlling our reactions, we can protect and nourish our souls, thereby living a fulfilling and complete life. Number 7. Non-negotiables. Value and reward. Leaving a toxic situation is not just a decision. It is the ultimate expression of self-respect. When you are determined to protect your dignity and self-esteem, you are firmly on the path to a meaningful life where your well-being and spiritual values are prioritized. This lifestyle, which Confucian philosophy also praises, always remembers the importance of valuing oneself and acting decisively to eliminate harmful elements from your life. But what happens if communication in a relationship fails, when all efforts to understand each other and find common ground become futile? These are not just minor obstacles, but warning signs of deeper issues. According to Confucian philosophy, effective communication is the foundation for any strong relationship. We need to listen, understand, and respond wisely and empathetically. Without communication, we are groping in the dark, always guessing each other's emotions and thoughts. And when communication failed, Marcus Aurelius, a Stoic philosopher and emperor, would advise us to use reason and logic to analyze and resolve the issue. This is when we need to step back, remove emotions to view the situation objectively. Improving communication requires effort from everyone involved, creating a safe space where each person can feel heard and valued. This is the time for us to practice active listening, express thoughts and emotions clearly and respectfully, avoiding baseless accusations or blind assumptions. These steps not only help us overcome communication difficulties, but also bring peace and harmony to all relationships. This is the path that Confucius and Marcus Aurelius have guided us on, a path that requires patience and relentless perseverance to build understanding and mutual respect. And when we do this, we are not only solving the immediate problem, but also contributing to building a solid foundation for the future. When faced with clear signs that a relationship has expired, Stoic adherents always have profound advice based on the solid foundation of Stoic philosophy. They understand that to protect our dignity and self-respect, sometimes we must make difficult but necessary decisions. First and foremost, have the courage to face the truth. Do not let yourself be blinded by unrealistic optimism or delay in recognizing the situation. If the relationship no longer brings joy, support, or simply a sense of peace, stop and think about it. The courage to face reality is the first step to freeing yourself from fruitless ties. Second, prioritize your self-respect. Do not let yourself be drawn into a relationship that no longer holds real value. Self-respect is essential, and continuing a broken relationship is just self-harm. You deserve to live in a respectful and healthy environment. Third, remember that it's okay to choose what is best for yourself. While ending a relationship can be painful and difficult, it is also an important step to protect your mental and emotional well-being. As Stoic philosophy teaches, sometimes we must let go of things that no longer serve our best interests to move forward. Finally, seek support from friendly and trustworthy people. Do not be alone in your decision. Remember that there are always people willing to share and support you during difficult times. They can provide the encouragement and advice needed to get through this phase. By courageously facing the truth, prioritizing self-respect, choosing the best for yourself, and seeking support, you will overcome the challenges of a valueless relationship. This is the path that Stoic philosophy guides us on, a path leading to a peaceful and meaningful life. Number 8. Addressing abuse and failed communication. Do you feel like a storm is continuously disrupting your inner peace, causing you to feel uneasy and troubled? This often happens when relationships, which should be a source of inspiration and support for our lives, become the cause of instability. This is a clear sign that it's time for deep reflection on the role of this relationship in your life. Stoicism, a philosophy that has existed for thousands of years, emphasizes the value of tranquility and teaches us how to nurture a state of inner peace that is undisturbed by external circumstances. Stoic philosophers believe that tranquility of mind is not just a valuable asset, but also essential for a happy and meaningful life. They advise us to maintain calmness through life's ups and downs, which includes wisely navigating relationships. When a relationship continuously disrupts your peace, the first important step is to step back and objectively assess the situation. Ask yourself, why does this relationship have a negative impact on you? Is it due to the other person's behavior, unresolved conflicts, or your reactions and expectations? This process of self-examination is crucial as it helps shift from an emotional response to a rational one. After identifying the root of the problem, the next step is to consider if anything can be changed. Can the issues be resolved through open and honest communication? Are there boundaries that need to be established or strengthened? However, if after careful consideration and effort, the relationship continues to be a source of turmoil, it may be time to reconsider its place in your life. This isn't a choice to give up, but a realization of when a relationship no longer aligns with your personal values and goals. This decision requires courage, honesty, and sometimes the willingness to let go of things that no longer benefit you. Remember, the goal of Stoicism is not to eliminate every source of discomfort in our lives, but to nurture internal resilience to face challenges calmly. Ultimately, the relationships we choose to maintain should support our quest for peace, not undermine it. They should be sources of strength, growth, and joy, not continuous sources of instability. So, if you find yourself constantly disturbed by a relationship, consider it an opportunity to practice Stoic wisdom. Reflect, evaluate, and choose the path to peace. Strive to surround yourself with people who contribute to your tranquility rather than take it away. By doing so, we not only honor the lessons of Stoicism, but also honor our journey towards a life of peace, purpose, and deep fulfillment. Imagine a real-life situation where a close friend of yours continuously abuses your trust and kindness. Each interaction involves unreasonable demands, exploiting you for their own goals without any regard for your feelings or well-being. They take your generosity and kindness for granted, and gradually, you realize that their presence only brings anxiety and distress. From the perspective of Stoicism, maintaining such a relationship not only disrupts your inner peace, but also betrays your values and principles. In this philosophy, self-respect and fairness are held in high regard, and accepting unreasonable abuse undermines your self-respect and breaks your inner balance. Stoic philosophers like Marcus Aurelius or Seneca would advise that inner peace should not be influenced by external factors. They teach us to set boundaries and protect ourselves from negative impacts. When a relationship continuously disrupts your peace, stepping back and reflecting on it is necessary. Ask yourself, why does this relationship have a negative impact on you? Is it because of the other person's behavior, unresolved conflicts, or your reactions and expectations? For example, if you have a close friend from childhood, but the relationship has become toxic and no longer brings joy or support, then in the spirit of Stoicism, you need to step back and reassess the situation. Maybe you've tried several times to improve the relationship through communication and setting boundaries, but all efforts have been fruitless. At this point, ending the relationship is not an act of selfishness or disloyalty, but a wise and necessary step to protect your peace and personal values. This way, you not only protect yourself from continuing abuse, but also send a clear message that you do not accept injustice and abuse in any relationship. Moreover, ending the relationship also opens up opportunities for you to seek healthier relationships that better reflect your values and principles. Remember, the quality of our lives depends greatly on the quality of our relationships. It's about seeking balance, embracing truth, nurturing respect, and above all, ensuring that our connections enrich our lives without taking away our peace. Number 9. Finding peace in relationship. In Stoicism, evaluating the true value of a relationship is essential to maintain inner peace. If a relationship makes you feel unbalanced, often requiring sacrifices without much return, it might be time to reconsider. For instance, if you consistently feel disregarded by friends in conversations, it's a sign that you need to set clearer boundaries or reevaluate the relationship. Mutual respect is crucial in any relationship. If you're often treated with disrespect, such as being ignored or overlooked in important decisions, it indicates a loss of respect and that the relationship may no longer be healthy. Consider a case where you suggest ideas in a family meeting and are continuously ignored, which not only hurts, but also diminishes your self-esteem. Independence is a core principle of Stoicism. A healthy relationship should support your personal growth, not restrict it. If you feel constrained or unable to pursue personal interests and goals, such as being discouraged by your partner from learning a new language, it indicates that the relationship is hindering your development. Pay attention to whether your relationship encourages you to be the best version of yourself. A good friend should motivate you to learn and grow, not make you feel inferior or inadequate. If you're consistently brought down by negative comments or unsupportive attitudes, it might be time to seek more positive relationships. For example, if you want to try a new project but are continuously mocked instead of encouraged by your relatives, it only adds pressure and hinders your progress. Finally, check whether this relationship contributes to your achievement of inner peace. If you often feel stressed and exhausted after interacting with someone, perhaps that relationship is no longer a positive support in your life. Peace is not just about temporary moments of quiet, but a deep and lasting sense of calm. Think about a situation where you spend time with someone and always feel drained and anxious afterward. This indicates that the relationship does not bring the peace you need. As we part today, I hope you take with you the Stoic principles we've explored. Let them be the beacon that guides you through the challenges and joys in your relationships. And remember, the pursuit of peace, virtue, and wisdom is a journey we all embark on together, step by step, decision by decision. relationship by relationship. In our journey to find peace and harmony in relationships, we sometimes face challenges not only from ourselves, but also from those around us. One of the clearest signs that you should consider ending a relationship, even with friends or family members, is continuous disrespect. After all, respect is the fundamental foundation of any healthy relationship. Imagine a longtime friend whom you have always valued and cared for. However, this friend frequently ignores, disregards your feelings, opinions, or achievements. Despite numerous attempts to express yourself and hope for change, there is no improvement in their attitude. From the perspective of Stoicism, each individual has the responsibility to protect and enhance the quality of their own life. Stoic philosophers emphasize that one should not allow oneself to be affected by external factors beyond their control. In this case, the attitude and actions of your friend are outside your control. Therefore, instead of trying to change them, a Stoic approach is to accept the reality that not all relationships are beneficial for your personal growth, and sometimes freeing yourself from toxic interactions is necessary to maintain inner peace. Stoic teachings also instruct that we should aim for ultimate goals, like mental freedom and tranquility. When a relationship no longer adds value and instead becomes a source of unrest and suffering, letting go of that relationship is not only a rational choice, but also a Stoic action to protect your own peace and happiness. Pursuing this tranquility is not selfish, but rather the most wise and compassionate way to take care of oneself. In life, we often cling to various relationships, from family and friends to colleagues and relatives. However, these relationships do not always bring joy and happiness. The lesson of the 9 signs you should end a relationship serves as a compass, helping us to recognize and make wise decisions for our lives. When warning signs are observed, ending a relationship can be a difficult decision, but sometimes necessary to protect oneself and seek true happiness. Keeping a toxic relationship can lead to suppression and harm, while ending it opens the door to new relationships that make our lives freer and happier. Sometimes, ending a relationship is not just a personal matter, but essential for the growth and progress of both parties. For those around us, this can become a mirror, a lesson for them to learn how to respect and protect themselves in their relationships. Through the 9 signs to end a relationship, we understand that sometimes letting go is a brave and necessary action to continue living a life worth living. It is an opportunity for us to be free and seek true happiness, unbound by toxic relationships. Be brave in ending relationships that no longer bring joy and happiness, and believe that after every ending is a new, broader, and brighter beginning. Remember that every difficult decision carries a valuable lesson. Let these signs be your guide, helping us not only to know how to end, but also how to build healthy relationships that bring happiness and growth to ourselves and those around us. We deserve a meaningful life and relationships that truly nourish our souls. Think about yourself, about the happiness and freedom you crave. Do not hesitate to confront relationships that are no longer a source of motivation and joy for your life. Apply the valuable lessons from the 11 signs you should end a relationship in your daily life, daring to make the right decisions. Share your thoughts after reading this lesson. A story, a reflection, or just a deep thought about ending a relationship. Like and ring the bell to not miss any other lessons from us. And don't forget, start a new journey with our suggested videos to improve yourself and build worthwhile relationships. Be brave and strong, because you deserve the very best relationships in life.